All right, there it is. I was like, what happened to the camera? Where'd it go? Hi, guys. It's the last Anime Church of the Year. That's right. We were voted your Anime Church of the Year this particular episode. that we haven't even that we haven't even gone live yet. It's already this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the VGAs and now the VTuber Awards. Wow.
Man, it's been a exciting month.
It's been a weird month, dude. All I know is that Melody won LuTuber of the Year, and I'm like, well, duh. Did she start the damn thing?
To me, it was a toss-up between her and Fifi.
Really?
Wait, I follow Fifi on Twitter, and dude, it's fucking thirsty there.
I'm sure it is, but like, dude, all I know is that Cottontail is like one of the most talked about people.
Yeah, because she's an erotica voice actress, as well as a VTuber. Don't worry, I follow her too.
All I know is I've seen like she's like, hey, and then she shows off like her body, like she's clothed, but her body, and I'm like, those some tiggo bitties. All right.
Yeah. She's not a rabbit either. She's supposed to be a succubus, from my understanding.
But she has a cotton tail, apparently.
I don't know how it works.
I don't ask questions about VTubers, man.
I have learned not to either.
I'm like, bro, I'm a hardcore anime fan. I'm an otaku. I don't judge. You know?
I just like to be able to follow along with the backstory in that, so I have some idea.
No, I get you, man. Hi, welcome to Anime Church, everybody. We're keeping it light today. It's the final one. We're not dressed up for it.
You're not dressed up.
Technically, you're not dressed up either. Just because you're wearing an ugly Christmas sweater doesn't make you dressed up.
Oh, come on. I spent 5 minutes putting these things in.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle choice. But yeah, we're not properly dressed up, all that stuff. We're just here. It's the last one. We figured chill. Moon is having connection issues. That's what's going on right now, which is sad because I know that he's trying to be here and he's actually got a story to do today.
Yes, he does.
I think it's like the second story.
It's supposed to be.
There's a lot of stuff that dropped over this week. Just, guys, Jump Festa happened this week, so there's a plethora of anime news. Bungie decided that Destiny is free if you grab it on Epic for like a short period of time. So they're like, season's greetings. Here's all of Destiny's content. If you could play it in a day, it's free. And we're like, oh, okay. Yeah. So you have 24 hours to just go through The Dark Below, Beyond Light, and Witch Queen, and Lightfall, if you don't have any of that, and just do it.
I think all they did content. The same thing on PlayStation Plus, too. They just added it to their library.
I guess. I don't know. It's free for a short time is all I know on Epic. So, not through Steam, through Epic. Which, okay. That happened. Man, I already covered 2 stories. Look at that.
You're on a roll.
Dune 3 trailer was awesome, and Destiny is like putting out free content for a short time. That's all you really had to say.
Basically, yeah. I mean, the trailer for Dune was beautiful.
Hey!
Finally!
Welcome. Was it an internet issue or a Discord issue? Because it sounded like an internet issue.
It was an internet issue.
Yeah. Because I was like, he's DMing me on Discord. Does not seem to be.
Yeah,
Discord
it was an internet issue because I was using my phone to DM you.
It gave you enough time. It gave you enough time to put on show clothing.
Yeah.
Because I messaged him and he was like, You could have told me this before I got dressed up. I'm like, dude, I just got here.
Rick.
Send me a DM to wake up to, be like, hey, just chill clothing, and I'd have been like, all right, sweet.
No. Chill clothing, not no clothing. Don't show up naked.
Chill clothing.
Oh,
I said chill clothing.
Oh, I could not tell because you weren't near your mic. It sounded like no clothing, and I was like, "No, don't show up naked, bro."
We're not that type of church.
We're on YouTube, not Twitch.
Look. That kind of church only happens on Friday.
No, it didn't. I ran Fan Friday, and we did not.
Not this week.
Not this week. Which, by the way, guys, I hope you guys enjoy Fan Friday. I'm gonna try and do more. I don't know what happened to it. I'm not in charge of Fan Friday, even though somebody thought I was. I am not. So, yeah, we need to put up a schedule around Fan Friday stuff. But, if you didn't hear about it, we did Fan Friday and we played Quiplash. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun. We had a good old time.
Yeah.
All right, so now that Moon is here, let's start the show properly. Guys, Dune Part 2 dropped a new trailer this week. Who saw it? Because it was early this week that I posted this. So
I'm watching it just now. I meant to watch it earlier, but I lost track of time.
Bro, I gave him most of a week. I was like, surely he will have seen this before the show.
I watched it about 2 days ago, and it is... I'm not the biggest fan of Dune, but man, do I want to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to see this in IMAX. Like, I'm going to shell out real money for this. My brother and I have already said, yeah, we're gonna go to Opry Mills Mall. We're gonna go there. We're gonna get the IMAX tickets. We're gonna watch it in the best screen possible. Yeah, dude, we are definitely. I don't want to say too much about the trailer. It definitely seems to cover a lot more story than the previous ones, and this is definitely kind of the heart of the story. Like, there's very emotional moments. I honestly think this is the best Dune trailer that has come out. Like, having that and Timothée Chalamet having Wonka out right now. Like, I want to go, because it's kind of a tradition that we go to watch a movie on Christmas Day. We go to the movie theater and watch a movie on Christmas. I want to do that. I'm broke as a joke. Literally, my phone bill just kicked, and I'm like, well, there's $35 that just disappeared that I can't afford to lose. But it was one of the bills that I needed to pay. Dude, I gotta switch carriers, so I'm paying less for my phone.
How often do you use like data and stuff?
I don't use data all that much, but like,
how often do you phone call and text?
A couple times a week.
I recommend Ting. Because they do
Ting.
a pay for what you.
I'm already on Ting.
What?
My phone bill is $35.
Then I don't know what cheaper option you're gonna find.
There is one. If I go through Xfinity, it's just bundled with my internet, and I'm only paying $5 more than what I'm paying anyway.
Fair.
So it's just $80 in total for everything, because they give me like a big discount on my internet. And so I'm paying $80 for phone and internet, and that means I'm only paying $5 more, which means I'm literally losing $30 in spending, which is great.
Yep.
Saving $30.
Well, I'm losing it in spending. Same thing, but reworded differently. I am losing a bill, as it were. Yes. Not that Ting isn't good. Ting is very good, but I can't afford. I had to get my car fixed.
I mean, if Xfinity only adds $5 to the bill, I'd recommend going with that. Otherwise, I was going to recommend Mint. Pay every 6 months to a year.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I spend like $200 a year for my phone.
Wow. Alrighty. Moon, This is why I was stalling for so long. You're the second story.
Yeah, I know. But this is a fun one, and I think one y'all made a joke about earlier, or mentioned something about earlier.
It's
Twitch.
literally in the name.
Yeah.
Let's see. Twitch did a thing and changed its mind.
Oh yes. This is like straight from the Twitch website. We received consistent feedback from streamers that our current policies around sexual content are confusing and that it can be difficult to know how their content will be interpreted based on these policies. We want streamers to feel confident they understand our rules and viewers to feel confident they will get the experience they expect. To accomplish this, we are making 2 changes effective today: streamlining our policies regarding sexual content and updating the criteria used for homepage recommendations. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but essentially what they did is they said, hey, you can allow nudity just so long as it's not pornographic. And I believe it's like nothing below the belt. So like no vag or peen. Don't quote me on that. It's been a minute since I read it.
You slept since then.
But yeah. Yeah, so like anyone who does like body painting and stuff, if you do a body painting stream, nudity is allowed there. Anyone there was like complaints about certain especially female streamers who would wear like nothing or appear as they're wearing nothing and just not show it, and they were getting some flack for that, and some people tried to report them for that. Now that is not going to be a problem. They can literally be wearing nothing so long as they don't show certain things, and Twitch will be like, yes, this is fine. And even when it comes to drawn, animated, sculpted stuff, it says, here, I've got a few of the things here. Content that deliberately highlighted breasts, butts, pelvic region, even when fully clothed, streamers found it difficult to determine what was prohibited and what was allowed, and often evaluating whether or not a stream violated this portion of the policy was subjective. In addition, the former sexually suggestive content policy was out of line with industry standards and resulted in female-presenting streamers being disproportionately penalized. Fictionalized, drawn, animated, and sculpted, fully exposed female-presenting breasts and or genitals, or buttocks regardless of gender. There is a thriving artist community on Twitch, and this policy was overly punitive and did not reflect the impact of the content. Essentially, a lot of the, they're like dialing it back, and they are calming down on a lot of things.
And then what did they do? What did they change their mind on? Because I heard it had something to do with animated AI stuff.
I am not sure.
Okay, so this was the old one. Now you need to find the new one.
This one is 4 days old.
Oh no! Oh no! They changed something.
One that
else?
was replaced. One that was updated 2 days ago.
Y'all got a link for that one because I don't have it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can literally just click all posts at the top, and it's the one to the left of it.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So on Wednesday, we updated our sexual content policy. Our primary goal in making these updates was to make our guidelines easier to understand and enforce. Part of this update included changes to how we treat fictionalized nudity. For years, through user voice and in conversations, we heard from artists that our content policies were limiting. In making this update, we were trying to be responsive to these requests and allow the thriving artist community on Twitch to utilize the human form in their art. First, we want to make it clear that some streamers, in response to this update, created content that was in violation of our new policy. We've worked quickly to remove that content and issue channel enforcement. However, there also was a great deal of new content that was allowed under the updated policy. Much of the content created has been met with community concern. These are concerns we share. Upon reflection, we have decided that we went too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. So, effective today, we are rolling back the artist nudity changes. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch, regardless of the medium. This restriction does not apply to mature-rated games. You can find emote-specific standards for nudity and sexual content in the emote guidelines. We aren't making other changes to the updated sexual content policy. Okay. I think that's kind of understandable, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit more. They didn't roll back everything, just a piece of what they did. Yeah,
just one thing that they were like, maybe just not that one, which is kind of understandable, especially when it comes to like AI generated stuff. So it's
okay. Now, Robert, I understand why you posted what you posted, but guys, please understand that Anime Church isn't a place to come in and go, hey guys, have you watched this thing? It's not that place. So, we already have like almost a 2-hour block of content that we have to get out to you guys. And so we're trying to do that, and we're trying to do that live because we want to get your thoughts and opinions on what specifically you guys think of these topics. But considering there's been very little engagement outside of people just coming in randomly and asking us things, which we don't necessarily mind sometimes depending on the topic, but like if you're not going to talk about the topic that we're talking about, I'm wondering why we're even live at all. So come on, guys, can you engage with the stuff that we're talking about? Obviously you've probably already seen all these things, and if it's something that you haven't, you're like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. But like, let us know about the topics that we're covering, not just coming in and going, hey, have you seen the live action Yu Yu Hakusho? So I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. No, I fucking haven't. If you remember, a couple of weeks back, we covered like a trailer, most recent trailer for Yu Yu Hakusho, and it looked like they were ignoring a lot of the canon just entirely, and that left me feeling like, oh shit, this is going to be another Cowboy Bebop. I don't give a fuck. I've already heard mixed reviews on it. So guys, please can we at least pretend that you care about the topics that we're covering? I know that these are basically topics that we go looking for. We're like, hey, we like this. That's cool. If you don't give a shit about Anime Church, it's okay. You don't have to show up. Nobody's forcing anybody to. But like it's a little distracting, and it's a little bit eye-rolling for us when we see people just coming in and asking like 5 different things that have nothing to do with what we're talking about. Thank you. This has been Richie's Rant. On with the show. Too much buffering here? Oh, okay, well. See, that's a thing you could talk about if there's a buffering issue for you. But yes. Yeah. All right. Hello, and I will try to interact more. I mean, I understand some people have us on in the background as their news source, but like, bro, could y'all leave some comments for us even after the show or something? Like, we want to engage with you. That's why we do these things live. Fuck, the rant continued. Ah! And I have the next story. Shit. Okay. Now, this was on the 13th. I'm hoping it's... Okay, yeah, it's all the way through the 17th. So today is the last day, guys. Today is the last day. I'm sorry. But if you log into Epic today to get the Destiny 2 Legacy Collection, you can get it for free. Yeah. That's fun. All right, so starting December 13th and going until the 17th, of course, today, the Epic Game Store is giving away a free game every day for the next 17... Oh, no, for the next 17 days. Sorry. Apologies. It does not end today. However, each free game will only be available for 24 hours before it returns to its original MSRP. So that's the part I knew about. It was only a 24-hour deal. So you can play all of the Destiny content that is currently available for absolutely free. That means you get... Now, I think this is actually a good thing, but you get The Dark Below, Beyond Light, The Witch Queen, and yeah, you even unfortunately get Lightfall. If you wanted to hear what all the fuss was about and why we were like, God damn it, play The Witch Queen because that was great content, and then immediately go play Lightfall and you'll be like, yes, I see. The story fell off. And it's like, yeah, the story fell off. I don't know what the writers were doing, but like, if you have to explain what your major MacGuffin is in the big DLC that you drop, and it gets explained in the stuff that comes later in the seasons, you done messed up. You done messed up. Like, explaining what it is and why it's so important in the main content and then dropping more stuff later on, giving us more Easter eggs about, that's cool. But don't like make us wait like 3 to 6 months to find out what the fuck the big MacGuffin is and why it was so important and why we did what we did. It's like, they talked about the Veil so much, and at the end of the campaign, we still had no clue what the fucking Veil was. All right, I'm a salty Destiny player. Here's the thing. Content, like, people who like story and content in Destiny, bro, we were eating good for all of Witch Queen. It was so good, and then they just, nah. All right, this whole sale thing is going until December 31st, so you have lots of time to get that, but you only have 24 hours to play it. I'm going to sit here and tell you, story-wise, it's going to take you a minute. If you don't have these 4 things, it's going to be a problem. Get a friend that knows what they're doing. Have them Sherpa you through it so you can grab that story experience. However, if you're just missing one, yeah, you can get it done in a day, no problem. But yeah, this is kind of a big deal. This is kind of a big deal. All right, I do need to register another complaint with Bungie's narrative team for Destiny 2. Bro, when I go from one game to another, and the game that I'm not expecting to have like amazing story in its main stuff has more amazing stories. When Genshin Impact is outshining you in story content, there is a problem. I'm just saying. I played Fontaine, the 3, like, it's on 4.3. I played Fontaine's main storyline, got through it. I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. They had me tearing up for that. I was like, God damn, this main storyline's really fucking good. And then I go and watch a video where they're talking about, I was like, okay, whoa. I may have skipped some stuff and missed out on some shit here, or it's been a while since I played. What's up with the dragons? And they're like, oh, let me tell you about these dragons. I was like, Dragon D's nuts? No. But they talked about the dragons and actually broke down a bunch of lore for Genshin, talking about, you know, the first there's the progenitor, and then there's the first people that come through. Okay, so I don't remember the term that they have for them, but basically there have been 4 outsiders that have come to the world of Teyvat, and we're the 4th. Our character, whoever you choose, whatever you decide to name them, our traveler is the 4th. And so they're talking about all the calamities and stuff like that. And then I went back and did a quest that I had skipped over, and that's where all that lore was. And I was like, holy shit! Because I skipped a quest in Sumeru, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of am glad I went the way that I went, because now I had more context for what the hell was going on. Whereas before, I'd have just skipped everything and got it out of the way. You know, just been like, okay, I did it. Give me my primos. You know, that stupid thing. Which, by the way, if I go to a con, because like cons have so many Genshin players now, I either want to go as a primo gym or a wish and see how many people try to chase me, because that shit would be funny. All right. I'm just saying, I think that would be hilarious. You got all these, you run by the Genshin photo shoot as a primo gym or a wish. You're just like, ah! And all the Genshin players, ah! Give me my 5-star. Just feeding them that gacha stuff, man. Just feeding them the gacha material. I'll catch this later, says Robert. Okay. Apparently there's a buffering issue on their end. Okay, Rick says lol. I'm like, yee. All right. Guys, this was the first thing that I saw for Jump Fest. I was like, oh, hey, this dropped. Oh, that's right. It's Jump Festa this weekend. That makes sense. Jump Festa 2024 happened, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. So I'm going to be throwing things at everybody to read. So get your specs on if you need them. You know what? I'm the only one on here without glasses. Let me change that shit. This is a very myopic stream. Guys, we got season 3 of Slime, baby. Season 3 of Slime has a trailer. We already knew that it was coming out in spring. This is officially confirmed. It's like, hey, motherfuckers, we eating good in April. And I'm like, yeah. I also made like a big announcement post. I got permission to plug this. So I actually plugged this trailer on PhatDog's announcements Discord. So if you go to the announcements page, you'll see this. And I tied it in a way where I announced a bunch of other stuff and when it's coming out, all those things. So on top of this, we also got a new promo visual that shows Hinata and her squad and Rimuru and his squad on opposite sides of the poster. Looks really, really dapper and dope. Now, the trailer's only covering Volume 7 stuff. I don't want to go too much. I didn't think we had the time to actually do a breakdown of the trailer. And sadly, it does not have subtitles. So I cannot tell you what I cannot tell you what everybody's saying. I could only catch some of it. But the official website for the 3rd season of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, or Tensura, television anime, confirmed on Saturday that the 3rd season will premiere in April 2024 and announced the show will air for 2 continuous cours, which, come on, we knew that. Hold on. Is going to be just Volume 7, and the other core is going to be like Volumes 8 and 9. It's going to be the whole Tempest Founders Festival, which I'm so looking forward to, which is crazy because by the time the Tempest Founders Festival happens in the anime, the manga will have finally passed it. The manga is, let's see, the manga is on the finals of, or no, it's the semifinals for, I think it's the semifinals. Yeah, because Gopta's going up against Lion Mask. It's the semifinals. So the semifinals will be what's coming up next in the manga. So that's where we're at in that. I can't tell you guys any more than that. I seriously am trying to keep it as spoiler free as possible, but I think that is, if I remember, that is Volume 9. So usually how the tradition is with Slime is that each season covers about 3 volumes of the light novels. There are 21 volumes, so that's 7 seasons right there if they get through it. And I'm glad to see that Slime got its 3rd season. Maybe, fingers crossed, we might get 7 seasons. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Yeah. All I know is that season 4 will start off with a very Milim heavy story because that's Volume 10. So it's very Milim focused, and then, oh boy, 11 and 12. They're also hyping up the 3 demonesses. Guys, if you did not watch the post credits for the most recent Slime OVA, the Colors Dream thing, I don't have it pulled up right now, but if you haven't seen it, at the very end of it, not only have they finished, because Violet is the main one, but they also show Jean and White. So yellow and white. They show both of them too. And it's really funny. She's just throwing, if you don't know what's going on, if you are an anime only, you have no idea what the hell Jean is doing. But if you're a light novel reader, you know that she's literally throwing nuclear magic at El Dorado, the city of gold, which is where the demon lord Leon Cromwell is. And so it's just a nice little egg there. It's not anything that is like spoilery. There's no spoiler getting it's just a nice neat little detail that's in there. And knowing that oh, El Dorado is where Leon is, that's not like a major spoiler thing. That's just probably something that wasn't brought up in the anime, but at this point in time, the light novel, you'd know about it. If you'd gone through season 2, you at least knew the area and what it was called that Leon was the demon lord for. So, not breaking any major spoiler here. Like I said, I'm keeping it spoiler free, but just nice little details to have in there. Nice. Let's see. So yeah, it has announced the anime will air on NTV and its affiliates and BS11. The website also revealed a teaser video and visual, which again we talked about. Guys, I highly recommend you click on the links below so you can watch the trailer and also see the new stuff. I'm not gonna read all the rest of this. I'm not gonna read all the rest of this because that's a lot of jargon to go through. And while it is important to prop up those people, we'd just be here forever if we kept reading this whole article. Yeah. All right. The next thing that jumped up from Jump Festival, I'm still salty about this, but I love the trailer. Haikyuu movie 1, the battle at the garbage dump. So this one, I tried looking for an article on like ANN and stuff for it. I could not find one, but the trailer's up. So I'll just talk quickly about the trailer. I'm assuming you guys haven't watched this one.
Haikyuu's been on my to watch list for like the last month.
It's
once
so
I
fucking
get caught
good.
up, caught up on this season. I plan on starting it.
Oh, I just meant the trailer,
I'm
but yeah,
finishing-
I meant the trailer, but yeah.
Yeah, the trailers. Once again,
I'm watching it right now.
I love how Moon is. He's like, I'm watching it now. Do you know anything about Haikyuu? Other than volleyball. Okay, there you go. Here's the thing. You don't need to know anything about volleyball going into this. And yes, you are going to learn. And you're going to be... I love the way they do it because it makes it's kind of like, hey kids, learning is fun kind of thing. But without...
Kind of like Cells at Work.
Yeah. Like, Cells at Work made people actually give a shit about biology. But this for volleyball, people gave a shit about volleyball. But it's not actively teaching you. I mean, it is teaching you, but like, it's not one of those things like, this is all the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like, they slowly introduce it to you, they trickle it in, and you're like, fuck, I think I like volleyball now. And it's like, wow. It's really good. Guys, if you don't know, if you're in anime only, highly encourage you to read the manga. I don't think the 2 movies are going to sum up everything that is happening right now. That happened in the manga. I honestly, go read the effing manga. It's really good. But yeah, stuff be happening. And for those of you that are caught up, we're getting the Battle of the Garbage Dump. And that's as spoiler free as I can keep it for Fenris over there.
Much appreciated.
Yep. All right. Jujutsu Kaisen fans were told by Gege Akutami, who is the mangaka for Jujutsu Kaisen, that this will most likely be the last Jump Festa for said property. Because Jujutsu Kaisen, he's like, it's going to end before Jump Festa. And I'm like, yeah, the way things are going in the manga, that makes sense. Things are kind of wrapping up and in a very Jujutsu Kaisen way, which means readers are in tears because fuck. Anime fans who've been watching season 2, how y'all doing? Yeah. I want you to know that cup of water is literally the manga reader's tears from when that arc happened. When Shibuya arc was announced, we're like, oh shit, they're doing it. All right, the first half of this is gonna be dope. Everybody's gonna be so hype, and then the second half hits, and you're gonna be just depression. And we knew why. We were like, yes, come. Misery loves company. So I saw this article and was like, yeah, no, that makes sense. It's pretty on brand with where things are going in the manga. I don't want to get into it, but like there were people talking about stuff going on. It was like, I saw some stuff running around in Jujutsu Kaisen Twitter, and so my favorite comment was people finding out that Sukuna's hair isn't dyed, like having it explained because they literally showed a cover from one of the most recent volumes of Jujutsu Kaisen. And they're like, hey, why is Scuda's hair different? And somebody had to explain, and it's just that face, that oh no face, captioned on there when you have to explain why that Scuda's hair isn't dyed. And it's like, bro, you literally spoiled like a major thing. It's so funny. All right. So yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen Twitter, if you don't want spoilers, may want to stay away. I'm just saying. As a manga reader, I was laughing, but like as an anime only, I would be like, stay away. Stay away. So I kind of want to give this next one to Moon because just for the lols. For the lols.
Blue Box?
Yeah. So I watched the trailer. It looks kind of cute. It's a romance anime.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that the main character is literally playing badminton. And I'm like, I'm so glad this is a romance and not a sports anime. Because I'm like, how do you fucking pull off badminton as a sports anime? Tell me. I need to know. I'm kind of curious. Like, it seems like a cute little romance. But like at the same time, I'm like, man, the opportunity we could have had. And keep in mind, this whole series started off as a one-shot that eventually, like, in 2021 got a serialization. So, Alrighty, go for it.
Jump Festa 24 event on Saturday revealed a teaser trailer animation studio and one more cast member for the television anime adaptation of Koji Mura's Blue Box, Ao no Hako. Akari Kito joins the cast as Hina Chono. Telecom Animation Film is producing the animation, and Unlimited, produced by TMS, is in charge of planning and production. The anime stars Shoya Chiba as Taki Inomata and Reina Ueda as Chinatsu Kano. Shueisha's Manga Plus service publishes the manga in English digitally and describes the story. Taki Inomata is on the boys' badminton team at sports powerhouse Aime Junior and Senior High. He's in love with basketball player Chinatsu Kano, the older girl he trains alongside every morning in the gym. One spring day, their relationship takes a sharp turn, and thus begins the brand new series of love, sports, and youth. Miura first published the story as a one-shot manga in Weekly Shonen Jump in 2020. The magazine started the manga's serialization in April 2021. Shueisha published the manga's 13th compiled book volume on December 4th. Viz Media published the manga's 7th volume physically on November 7th, and will publish the 8th volume on January 2nd. So,
there you go.
That sounds cute.
It does.
There you
Basketball
go.
player and a badminton player.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't really have anything else to say to this. It just looked really cute. Like, that was... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, so all of my mecha fans here. Zoids and Monster Hunter franchises prepare for anniversary team-up. A newly teased project will celebrate their 40th and 20th anniversaries respectively. Believe it or not, Zoids has been around for 40 years. Both the Zoids and Monster Hunter franchises have been around longer than we tend to realize, 40 years and 20 years respectively. Both involve a variety of fantastical creatures, be they mythical or mechanical, and now the two beast-centric series are teaming up for a double-barreled anniversary celebration. The team-up was announced on the official Zoid social media accounts, alongside a teaser image seen above. What will this team-up entail? We don't know yet. However, looking at the images that they posted in the Crunchyroll article, it looks beautiful. The Monster Hunter franchise, which began in 2004 with the Monster Hunter PlayStation 2 game, has wasted no time launching 20th anniversary celebrations, while the anniversary is officially in March 2024. Fans can already visit a special anniversary landing page to take part in the Hunter's Choice Top Monster poll. Until December 20th, you can vote on your favorite beast form. Until December 20th, you can vote on your favorite beast form, the long-running franchise.
That's a
Beast
typo.
from
Supposed
the
to be from.
long-running franchise. No wonder it fucked me up. There's also a gorgeous Alatreon model going on sale March 12th in an upcoming line of PC products inspired by the Wyvern Rathalos. Zoids launched in 1983 as a line of plastic model kits featuring Technozoids, mecha creatures inspired by both real and mythical animals. The figure line got a Marvel UK comic book alongside Spider-Man in 1986 and would go on to inspire 5 anime series. The 40th anniversary festivities are already underway, including 5 new figures, a Fist of the North Star collaboration, a traveling exhibition, and more. And then a bunch of questions at the end that I'm not going to ask. But yes, so I kind of want to re-download Monster Hunter World and hope that they get some Zoids in there so I can wear some mecha armor. That'd be awesome. Or
Cool.
or play Monster Hunter Rise and have a Liger pet.
I have not played Monster Hunter World in forever. I just don't.
I know.
I don't get the. I'm not a fan of like the gameplay setup. I'd like to just see somebody. I'd probably rather get more enjoyment out of watching the story than playing it at this point, because like the gameplay is just clunky to me. It's so different from how like. Yeah, for some people, having it be so different works. For others, it doesn't. I happen to follow the one that doesn't. So. We're saving the One Piece news for the end. We're just doing One Piece as one big thing at the end. So, yeah. All right.
So you guys still have to talk about the what's it, Batman thing?
The Batman thing. All right. Yeah. Very specifically, the Batman. Hey guys, has it been a while since you played Arkham Knight? I sure know it has been for me. That's right. The final game in the Arkham trilogy. Why am I putting it out there like I'm trying to sell people on Batman Arkham Knight? If you haven't played it, then what the fuck? But like, honestly, the best Batman trilogy that's out there. Yeah, come for me, Christopher Nolan fans. But like, yeah, the third movie did not stick the landing quite the way that Arkham Knight did. I'm just saying. And Arkham Knight is by far the worst of the trilogy, and it still was a better movie than Dark Knight Rises. Not saying that Dark Knight Rises was bad, but like if they'd done still a better movie. Oh my god. Still a better story. God damn it. And I'm aware that a video game can take a lot more time in like letting its story kind of breathe and everything than a 2-hour movie. But yeah, name me a single Spider-Man movie that is better than Spider-Man 1 and 2 from Insomnia. I'll wait. And if you say any of the Tobey Maguire shit, you just have nostalgia goggles. That's a lie, because the stories in those movies cannot cover the breadth of shit that those games can. Games have an unfair advantage. I know this. That being said, the third game was still really, really good, and I liked a lot of the content there. Plus, it's Kevin effing Conroy as Batman. It just does not get better. But yeah, they announced... I'm just plugging Arkham Knight for some reason. I don't know why. They announced that they are going to do... that they're adding a new costume for everybody to just grab. It's up there. The Batman outfit from the Michael Reeves. No, not Michael Reeves. Jesus. Matt Reeves. It'd be awesome if Michael Reeves tried to do a Batman thing. That'd be hilarious. But yeah, so the Batman outfit from the most recent live-action Batman movie is now available in that game for you to wear and run around Arkham and Gotham and... Well, no, Gotham, because you're not in Arkham in the third game. You don't have any Arkham stuff in the third game, really. But you can run around in Gotham in that suit and tell everybody, I'm vengeance. You know. So I made a much bigger deal out of a small bit of news. I was just like, oh, hey, this is out there. That's neat. Let's just let people know. That was all it was. And then I just did like a 5-minute promo for the game and talk shit on Nolan fans.
Honestly, I still need to play Arkham Knight. I've played Asylum and
City?
Arkham. Yeah, City. Haven't gotten to play Knight yet.
Yeah, Knight's
But
pretty
did you
good.
play Origin?
Do what?
Did you play Origin?
Nobody needs to play Origin.
No, I didn't.
We don't
Thank
talk
you,
about
Richie.
Origin.
Thank
We don't
you.
talk about that. The best thing about there's two really good things about Origin. Deathshot Deathstroke. Deathstroke was really, really good in Origin. And then the second one, the second thing, which is amazing, which is the only thing that can be talked about in that one, is how good of a job Troy Baker did at imitating Mark Hamill's Joker as a 20 years younger Joker. He did a really good job. In fact, I got to tell him that, which is sad because I met Troy and the only thing I was thinking about was his Joker thing. And I was catching him while he was getting on an elevator. And I was like, hey man, I just want to quickly tell you, I think you did a phenomenal job trying to portray a younger version of Mark's Joker. I think it was great. And he was like, oh, thank you, man. And then he walked on it and I completely blanked on the fact that I just let Joel walk by from The Last of Us.
True.
Nice.
But imagine
And
how much
Ashley
he hears
Johnson,
about-
Ashley Johnson was there, and I didn't even connect the dots that fucking The Last of Us. Duh.
Well, think about it, Richie. How often would he have heard about Joel, and how little would he have heard about the Joker?
Also true. Also true.
So
I wasn't.
I think you say that you appreciated the Joker had more of an impact than if you
Also,
said that
there
you
was
appreciated Joel.
there were some elements of Origins that got pulled over into Arkham Knight, which was the using the detective mode to actually go back and solve cases and stuff. That was kind of you actually got more detective stuff going through, but that's just the Arkham series in general. I loved the Arkham series for showing all the different aspects of Batman. Like, you got the part of where he's a master martial artist and he can beat everybody up, and that was cool. Mm-hmm. But you got the world's greatest detective elements from that series. Bro, I could spend an hour just talking about how good the Arkham series was. But
and
I
how
digress.
they touched on the original Batman Origins where he was only a detective.
Yeah. But I digress. Anyway. So there we go. Covered that. Fenris, you have the next topic.
Yes. New Gravity Falls tie-in book centered on Bill Cipher announced.
I did not have that on my 2023 bingo card.
Neither
did
I. Everybody's favorite Chaos Triangle, Bill Cipher, will return in Gravity Falls' upcoming tie-in novel, The Book of Bill, from the show's creator, Alex Hirsch. The book, written from the Gravity Falls villain's twisted perspective, promises everything from a chapter dedicated entirely to silly straws to airing the Pines family's dirty laundry. Other Gravity Falls tie-in novels have included Journal 3, Gravity Falls Pining Away, and Dipper and Mabel's Guide to Mystery and Nonstop Fun. However, unlike its predecessors, the upcoming Book of Bill features a warning that reads, "This book travels to dimensions meant for older readers."
Okay, real quick, I want to say it'd be right up this book and show's alley if by dirty laundry they literally mean a picture of Grunkle Stan's underwear.
Yes, I will agree.
Good lord.
That's what it would be. Like chapter 3, the dirty laundry. Ah!
And that would be so in character for Bill, too.
It would.
Though Gravity Falls is a children's show beloved by audiences of all ages, it makes sense that a Bill-focused book would skew towards an older audience, as the character is certainly one of the more frightening elements of the Disney Channel series. In Gravity Falls' 3-part Weirdmageddon finale, Bill Cipher's chaos manifested with some mild horror in scenes such as the triangle switching the functions of every hole in Preston Northwest space. I remember that. The Book of Bill's disclaimer. I know. The Book of Bill's disclaimer, aiming for an older readership, seems fitting as its build, pun intended, to explore the darker themes sometimes brushed on in Gravity Falls. Though Bill Cipher is most certainly an unreliable narrator, the Book of Bill promises insight into his otherworldly origin story and vendetta against the Pines. As with Journal 3, the Book of Bill will include illustrations, ciphers, and other mixed media elements. If Journal 3 was the angel on your shoulder, the Book of Bill is for the other shoulder, Hirsch wrote to fans on Twitter. The Gravity Falls creator lent his voice to several characters in the series, including the Vindictive Triangle taking center stage in the upcoming book. The Book of Bill is available for pre-order now, with Barnes & Noble offering an exclusive edition with 16 extra pages worth of Bill's cipher. The latest Gravity Falls book will hit bookstore shelves and digital marketplaces July 23rd, 2024.
If you click the link that says Preston Northwest's face, it takes you to the clip.
Sorry, I got really, really distracted by an article that the cover really spoke to me as a person, or rather the clickbait title did. It's The Verge says that EA is officially over, and I'm like, well, that's...
What?
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is it? Do all the studios officially get to leave and be independent now?
I hope so.
Yeah, that was like, EA, shut it all down. Just do it. Let the studios go off to like people that actually give a shit and aren't going to be like trying to sell you like or when they say the era of single player games is over, and then like their only like really big title that year is a single player game known as Jedi Fallen Order. What an L that they had to take. L plus ratio, all right? Anyhow.
I'm sure they love eating that foot.
Oh yeah. An article that says EA is over just has my attention. I'm sorry. All right, Moon, you get to talk about the next two topics.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War Part 3. The conflict reveals new promo video. Bleach manga gets new rock musical adaptation in 2024. Ooh, that's cool. The Jump Festa 24 event on Sunday revealed a new promotion. Do what?
Yeah, I was like, dude, Bleach is all rock. What do you mean new rock? And I was like, oh, musical. Never mind. No, that made sense.
Yeah, no. The Jump Festa 24 event on Sunday revealed a new promotional video for Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War Part 3, The Conflict. The event also announced a new rock musical adaptation of the original manga titled Rock Musical Bleach. Arankar the Beginning. Yeah, for some reason it's in weird tildes.
Here's the thing. You don't have to say the full title for 1,000 Year Blood War Part 3. You could just say it like that. The lungs, guys, they make these titles so long. A human being's lungs only contain so much air.
Anyways, the rock musical is slated for 2024. 8 years after its last rock musical adaptation. It already had one? Huh. The Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War Part 3 will air in 2024. Will anime. Yes, it will anime. It will happen. The anime will happen.
I like that. Anytime I read a light novel from now on, I'm just going to be like, it will anime.
It's going to anime. It's going to happen.
We're going to start a new show.
I cannot
called
wait
Does It Anime?
for Mushoku Tensei to anime more, you know?
Right? Oh, hey, next year, man. Next year.
Woo!
Getting another 12 episodes.
Yep.
We should start a game show called Will It Anime?
Will It Anime? I love that.
Yes.
Oh, man. Either that or that would actually probably be a better podcast. Just discussing light novels. And,
I would do that.
Will
I
It
would
Anime.
do that, but who reads as many light novels as me? Motherfucker.
No one.
Fuck you.
It would be no, but what it could be is you pick a light novel, you talk about it, and then use like, okay, so I want to pass it on to you guys.
All right.
Will it anime?
Guys, here's my question. Who has been reading Reincarnated as a Dragon Hatchling? Because that's what I started this week. I just finished volume 4 out of the 5 volumes that are available.
I didn't even know it was a book.
Yeah. I plan to check out Reincarnated as a sex worker at some point because Tony said it was a thing. It's in episode 1 of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I was like, God damn it. I kind of need to know. And I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. And I'm like, motherfucker. All right. So
I'm going to opt to kind of not read the rest of this.
I haven't
it's
started
just-
that one.
yeah.
I started this one.
The hero laughs while walking
The Path of Vengeance the second time.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Again, guys, we only have so much air in our lungs. Stop making these paragraph-long fucking titles.
Oh.
I see.
Have you read the book? The book about the person with the thing in the what? Which book? The book about the thing, the thing in the what? No, what's the title? That is the title.
Honestly, guys, when I get enough money, I plan to just grab all the light novels from Solo Leveling. Yes. It has light novels.
Also, fight me on this, but this is the best isekai series of all time.
No.
Huh?
No. Mushoku Tensei.
I'm sorry, I will always go with John Carter.
No. Just because he's on Mars doesn't make it an isekai.
He literally dies on Earth and comes to life on Mars.
When we say another world, it's not simply fantasy. It's like, oh hey, is it completely different? Is it in another part of the galaxy? Not like, oh, we moved a little bit over in the solar system. That's not an isekai. I refuse to call that an isekai. And out of a disaster of the movie that they made,
the movie was bullshit, yes, compared to the actual book series, because the book series is phenomenal.
Also, guys, here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. Yes, I'm probably going to end up watching the Yu Yu Hakusho live action because Tony and I want to debate and I kind of want to tear it apart. And Tony's like, I heard it was kind of good. So he started watching it. So I may watch that. But before I can even get to that, I still have to watch the Scott Pilgrim animation.
Oh, God, yes. We should have a watch party for that next week.
Next week? Man. Bold of you to assume that I do not have plans for Christmas. I don't have plans.
Oh,
for
shit,
Christmas.
I forgot Christmas is next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm going to be
And
celebrating
I work.
Christmas in a decade.
You're going to be what?
Celebrating Christmas for the first time in 10 years.
Oh, yeah, because you're not at Slave Stop.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, tomorrow I have a friend coming in from out of town, so I will not be available for the readings.
Oh, the final light novel of the year? You're going to miss it?
Unfortunately.
Uh-huh. You're going to miss the final light novel reading of the year. By the way, we finished the chapter.
I'll have to rewatch both streams.
Uh-huh. Ladies and gentlemen of the congregation, we're going to be missing an important minister.
Arceus will
Forgive
not be with
me
you
for
tomorrow.
my various other obligations in life have called me over to other callings. I promise I will return for next year.
This is what happens. This is what happens when you ignore archaeology. Yeah. Can't refute that. Anyway, continuing on. Next topic. Which I just now realized, Moon, have you even watched Genshin, the new series?
I've seen 2 or 3 episodes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I actually watched the original a little bit growing up. So I was like, I kind of want to compare.
You watched it a
I
little bit?
still don't like the way he talks. Okay, I remember a little bit.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. And also, yes, it was watched a little bit because I would watch with my older sister.
You don't like the
and quite a few times it would be, okay, you can't see that. And I'd be like, eh.
Too late.
Do what?
You don't like Degozaru?
Dego, eh?
Degozaru. Like how he speaks, the way that Kenshin speaks.
I don't. That it is. It's annoying to me. It's terrible. That it is.
Okay. You're talking about the dub. Okay. It's also that way in Japanese because he's doing.
I know.
Degozaru. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
It is annoying to me.
And guys, oh yeah, we could have probably talked about this, but by the way, guys, did you know that Epic actually won a lawsuit over Google this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty big gaming news, but we had so much anime content, I had to be like, fuck. So there's that little tidbit there. But yeah, so what they doing in the world of Kenshin, because they just wrapped up the final episode of this season.
Yes. Okay. New Rurouni Kenshin anime confirms second season adapting Kyoto arc will air in 2024. The Jump Festa 24 event Do what?
Yeah, you goddamn right. You don't skip Makoto Shishio. There is so much going
no.
on in that. Oh, that was the arc that really made, like, Kenshin was good, but that was the arc that made Kenshin pop off.
The Jump Festa 24 event on Sunday revealed that the new television anime project based on Nobuhiro Watsuki's Rurouni Kenshin manga will continue on into the Kyoto arc starting in 2024. The anime will be titled Rurouni Kenshin Meiji Kenkaku Romantan Kyoto Doran Kyoto Upheaval. The new season will again air on Fuji TV's Noitamina programming block. You're giving me these because I'm good at pronouncing shit, aren't you?
It had nothing to do with that.
I'm joking. Anyway. Okay, the new anime aired its 24th and final episode on Friday. Do what?
I'm hearing the article reading for the first time. I had not read it. I knew that the trailer... I saw this and I was like, oh, in things we totally expected news.
Yeah, fair. The rest of this is just background information. Because anime readapts the manga, stars. Yeah, it's just going through lists of stars and stuff. You want me to keep going, or?
I think we're good. Good. Guys, Chainsaw Man's getting an anime movie. I don't know what to say. I don't remember what arc they're covering, the Reze arc.
It's right after the events of the anime.
Okay.
She's also another devil human hybrid.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since I read, and I only read like through the first part. I did not keep going on the second part because I was like, I want to see where this. I don't want to spoil everything for myself, but yeah, guys, yeah, Chainsaw Man getting another anime movie. I don't know why they didn't do a season, why they decided to do a movie, but okay, maybe. Oh, it's because they probably lost so much money with the West.
They did, and this arc isn't that long where it could be
adapted into a movie.
Episodes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, at most they could stretch it to 4 or 5.
Yeah, and as we know from One Piece, stretching out a manga arc, not exactly the best thing. Doesn't work too well for you.
Exactly.
How much does everybody like their 5 minutes of One Piece content? This is what happens when you keep trying to do that every week we put out a new episode bullshit. One Piece needs to just take a break, let the manga end, and then come back. That's still my
Let it hiatus.
Yeah, let it hiatus. Does it hiatus?
That's another one.
Do it. Where we welcome to good.
You know what? Just make that segment of the fucking podcast of the
It feels like we're doing good mythical
podcast.
morning. It feels like we're doing good mythical morning. Does it anime?
I could.
Does it
I
waffle?
could easily just like.
I will say, for anybody who watches the teaser or the trailer in the Chainsaw Man article, it is very somber.
Yeah. By the way, guys, eggs do waffle. I'm just saying, but they have to be. You have to scramble them up.
Makes sense.
I heard the dumbest thing earlier. I heard somebody refer to scrambled eggs as ground eggs, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Then does that make ground beef scrambled beef?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, no, because the reason it is ground is because it is put through the grinder. That's why they call it ground. You don't put eggs through the grinder. You scramble them up. It's not a difference in verb. They're not ground eggs. I will die on this hill.
If anything, they are
all right,
either pummeled or fucking.
So the last thing that we have to cover is all One Piece stuff. It's gonna be weird how we're doing this because I had it set up. All right, so the two articles that I posted are the first and the third topic. You're gonna have to scroll back up for the second topic. Sorry, I was a butt about that. So we're gonna cover the next arc news, then we're gonna cover your news, the prequel news, and then we're gonna cover the remake. That's right, you guys heard me right. There's a lot of weird shit coming out with One Piece to celebrate the 25th anniversary.
So, are you taking the next arc?
No, you're doing all three of them. You're doing all three of them. Go for it.
One Piece TV anime reveals more cast, new theme songs for Egghead arc. The Jump Festa 24 event on Sunday revealed that Hiroshi Kitadani will return to perform the new opening theme song for the One Piece anime titled Asu. I hope I pronounced that right. I don't care. Maki Atsuki will also return to perform a new ending theme song titled Dear Sunrise. One Piece started including ending theme songs again for the first time in 17 years on August 6th. Really? They didn't have any ending theme songs for 17 years?
Yes.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, they cut out ending themes for a long time, and then I was really surprised when I came back to the One Piece anime and suddenly there were endings again, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Wow.
Yeah, they cut them out shortly after the Enies Lobby arc. They just stopped having them. Yeah. Hi, I'm a One Piece fan. It's a
The anime
couldn't
has, in that time, instead had an extra long opening theme song.
Thousand Sunny
Both-
on my shirt, baby.
Both artists performed the first opening and ending, respectively, for the anime. The event also revealed several new cast members for the upcoming Egghead arc. Clockwise from top left in the image above, Yohei Tadano as Dr. Vegapunk, Shuhei Sakaguchi as Shaka, Aya Hirano as Lilith, Ryoko Shiraishi as Edison, Tokiyoshi Kawashima as Pythagoras, Kaede Hondo as Atlas, Mutsumi Tamura as York. You know, I'm starting to think that I can pronounce Japanese names better than I can pronounce English names at this point, after being on Anime Church this long.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, once you figure out how the whole Japanese system of reading works, it's much more simple. Because with English names, you could get an EA situation where it's like, is it E or E? Whereas in
Yeah,
Japanese, it's always the same.
American English is drunk, let's face it.
Yes.
The arc is the next arc in Eiichiro Oda's original One Piece manga after the Wano Kuni arc and is still ongoing in the original manga. The new anime arc will debut on January 7th. The new arc takes place on the island of the notorious genius scientist Dr. Vegapunk. The anime's Wano Kuni arc debuted in July 2019 and featured many new staff members. The official YouTube channel for One Piece launched a new linear stream of the anime on October 29th in celebration of its 25th anniversary titled Anytime One Piece. The stream began with episode 1 of the anime. The stream will play throughout the next year in Japan only, and add new episodes as they air on television. And that is why you need NordVPN.
Wow.
But next article. One Piece prequel anime set to release on Netflix in January. The prequel story of One Piece revolving around the samurai Ryuma has been confirmed for a January release date. One Piece's prequel Monsters is set to be available to stream on Netflix as the first one-shot manga from Eiichiro Oda, creator of the hit pirate series Made. The Monsters anime comes and go as great news for fans who are ever hungry for One Piece content. The one-shot manga that preceded One Piece and was published in 1994 was announced to receive an anime adaptation on July 26, 2023. As per the official Twitter account of Netflix Anime, Eiichiro Oda's Monsters will be released in January 2024 exclusively. Why are you just repeating the same thing over and over? Let me scroll down to see if there's anything that isn't just repeating that crap. There we go. This upcoming anime has fans very excited, not only because it will explore the legend of One Piece, the strongest swordsman of the past, but also because of the people who will be bringing it to life. The director of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 and animator of One Piece, Z, Park Sung-hoo, will be taking charge of the series with his new studio, E&H Production. This will be the first anime his studio takes on, so Monsters will be his way of signaling to the anime industry that there is a new player to look out for. The character designer will be Takashi Kojima, the director of the celebrated episode 1015 of One Piece. From the art to the music, experienced veterans have been brought aboard to make this anime as good as One Piece. The anime will explore the life of Shimotsuki Ryuma, the man known as the Great Sword or as the Sword God and the most legendary swordsman in One Piece's history. It was the first story by Ichiro Oda, who was 19 then. Titled Monsters 103 Mercies Dragon Damnation, it will focus on Ryuma's most prominent achievement, his legendary slaying of a dragon. The tales of Ryuma will be set in the country of Wano, thus making the connection between Monsters and One Piece official. Ryuma's status in the world of One Piece is a bit complex after a character named Ryuma appeared in the Thriller Bark arc as a zombie reanimated by Gecko Moria. Ichiro Oda confirmed that this was indeed the same Ryuma who appeared in Monsters. However, there are still some differences between the two, but the announcement that Monster takes place in Wano officially makes the story and its protagonist a part of One Piece's lore. Of course, fans are well aware that Ryuma is also one of Zoro's ancestors, making the connection between Monsters and One Piece even more important. Coincidentally, One Piece's new Egghead arc will begin airing January 2024. Still hard to believe that One Piece has over 1,000 episodes. And last article of One Piece for everybody like me and Moon, who have not been keeping up on One Piece.
I mean, that sounds like a you problem.
That was a younger me getting swayed away from One Piece by 4Kids.
I mean, check out the One Piece manga over on Shonen Jump. Online. Shonen Jump online, man. Check it out.
Or the Manga Plus app.
Also that. You just read it, man. It's good. Egghead is good. Which reminds me, new manga out today. I think. No, they may be on break this week.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Because Jump Festa, they may be on break. Yeah.
So. And then, what studio produces the One Piece anime series remake for Netflix?
Yeah, next week is when the next chapters drop. Everybody's on break this week because Jump Festa. Sorry.
The Jump Festa 24 event on Sunday revealed that Wood Studio is producing a remake of the One Piece anime for Netflix titled The One Piece. The below tweet states the anime series is adapting starting from the East Blue Saga, hinting that it might cover more than the East Blue Saga, but that isn't confirmed yet. The remake is commemorating 25 years of the anime. The official YouTube channel for... Okay, that's just covering the Anytime One Piece again. So what I'm hoping for with this remake is it's going to cut out filler that doesn't need to be there.
Please, God.
So I don't have to try to watch over almost 1,100
I want
episodes now.
what essentially happened with
Dragon
Full
Ball
Metal
Dark.
Alchemist to be with this. The remake is like, okay, none of this filler, none of this extra shit. This is the actual story.
Hold on. No.
Like I
Don't
said,
you
the
dare.
unneeded filler.
Don't you dare, because G8 is fucking phenomenal, and you will keep that.
And like I said, Richie, the
Everybody
unneeded filler. I heard you
Everybody else.
talking about that multiple times.
Also, it's not filler. It's not filler that's the problem in One Piece now, because they don't have filler. They haven't had filler in I think G8 was the last filler arc. No, there was a filler arc after NES Lobby. So right before Brook, they had filler.
You're not helping the no filler argument there.
No, that was the last. Okay, you know how long ago that was?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I got ruined by 4Kids.
Here's
I
the
don't
thing.
want to watch the One Piece now.
No, One Piece is good. Just watch it in Japanese. That's all I'll say. Okay. I mean, you can watch it in English too, but it's a very, very different thing. All right.
I will watch it. I will watch the East Blue Saga through this remake.
Same. I'm with him on that.
So
You're literally just rewatching the live action in a way. All right.
It's still supporting.
I'm okay with this.
So that way they produce more of the remake.
Go to fucking Crunchyroll and watch this shit through the original studio. I'm not going to sit here and say that Toei's awesome, but at least what? All right. Here's how I'm going to break it down. The last time there was a filler arc, these are all the arcs that happened after that filler arc. Thriller Bark. Okay. Then after that, you got Shibodi Archipelago. Or Saboti. However you want to pronounce it. Then after that, you get the Amazon Lily. Impel Down, Marineford, which is the War of the Best. Then the 2-year time skip. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. Then you get the flashback with Luffy, Sabo, and Ace. Then the 2-year time skip happens. We return to Sabaody and see the crew. Then it's Mermaid Island. Then we go to Punk Hazard. Then we go to Dressrosa. By the way, the Dressrosa arc is 100 episodes long. Yeah.
I gotta ask, are they still doing the thing where it's like, first half of the episode is recap?
That's Yes! Yes! That's where that whole shit... Yeah. All right. All right, here's the thing. They managed to cut the time down on that because they brought back EDs. Because people were complaining about, a third of the episode being a fucking recap of the previous episode. That's how they're avoiding filler right now, because they're trying to let the manga stay ahead. Anyhow, that's 10 arcs right there, and we still haven't caught up. Whole Cake Island, and then Wano, which is the last arc that just ended. Keep in mind, some of these arcs are 60-plus episode arcs.
Or this last arc that's been going on for 4 years.
Yeah, that's Wano.
I know.
By the way,
that's what it started July 2019.
That's why I keep telling you guys, read the manga, because you're going to get all of this, but with no filler. At the end of the day, anime is just a promo for the manga. Please go read the manga. It's so good. It's so fucking good. But
I think I will eventually, but I'm still kind of working on Oshinoko.
Yeah, there are also things that the anime does really, really well that the manga can't. The manga doesn't have sound. The manga doesn't have motion in the same way. It doesn't have that movement. So there are moments that you definitely, it's like, and guys, all this shit is available on Crunchyroll. So if you read an arc in the manga and you're like, fuck, I want to see this moment animated, go watch that one animated. You could just Google what episode it happens and bam, there it is. There it is. It's so easy to just go check it out. You're like, oh my God, this was amazing. Gear 5th is one of those things that you need to see animated. It just works. It is the most Looney Tunes shit you will ever see, but it's also that in the manga, okay? But it's still cool. And then the reveal of God Nika, it's just, oh my God. If you don't understand what the words Joy Boy mean, you have not been checking out your One Piece lore. One Piece is dense with lore. If you think Genshin Impact has a lot of lore, fuck that. Oda has them beat, and he's just one dude. MiHoYo is a whole group of people. Oda did that shit by himself. That man has an encyclopedia that he has to have with him to keep track of everything. Anyhow, One Piece is really, really interesting. I highly encourage you to check it out. But yeah, there's 12 arcs that take place since the last time they had filler. One Piece is the least filler of all the big anime that are out there. Before they went seasonal, then there was no filler. My Hero Academia doesn't have filler unless you count the movies, which I still haven't seen because I don't care. I am a purist on certain things. On other things, I'm like, yeah, sometimes filler, if it's done right, is good. There are examples of times where, and the reason that the G8 was good was because Oda wrote that whole thing and then gave it to the animators and was like, here's a story. That's why G8 works. A lot of the other One Piece filler, it's like, And here's my thing. Doing a One Piece remake doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to do the filler, because there's a whole filler in the East Blue Saga.
That's why I said I'm hoping they don't do the filler.
Yeah, but it's a different animation studio, so it may just be a very different style. And I get that the One Piece animation wasn't all that great in the beginning. Don't let 4Kids ruin something that's actually really, really good. You definitely want to... I'm just going to say this, right? There's a character that you meet that is... right as soon as they get into the Grand Line. It is immediately after the East Blue Saga. The East Blue Saga is Luffy, the first episode with Luffy and Alvida and all that, and then the Zoro arc, meeting Zoro on the island and fighting Axe and Morgan. Then it is the arc with Buggy. It's the Buggy the Clown arc, and then we have Usopp Syrup Village. Then we have Baratier, so the arc with Sanji. and then we have Arlong Park, and finally Logtown. Those 7 are the main parts of. I mean, technically, it could be 6 because Luffy's whole introduction versus Alvida, that whole thing is just like literally 1 episode. And in the live action, it was half an episode. Like, it was crazy.
More of a bookmark in the episode.
Yeah, it's not a bookmark episode. It's vital. It's really, really vital. And here's the other crazy thing. Like, this is how good of a writer that Oda is. Stuff that takes place in the first episode, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty badass. And then you get an explanation 500 episodes later as to what like a major power is within the One Piece world. And it goes back and shows that moment. And you're like, holy fucking shit. Well, actually, it's not the first episode. It's the 4th episode because that was the Shanks. That was Luffy talking about Shanks and how he got the straw hat and all that stuff. But like that episode, the whole people who don't know anything about One Piece that saw Shanks do the whole get lost thing to the big sea monster and the sea monster pissed himself and ran away. There's a reason for that. There's a power behind that. And when it gets explained, oh my God. Like, I have watched people that are reacting to One Piece that are losing their minds over this stuff that are like, holy shit, that's what that was. And then it explains certain things later on. You're like, oh, wait, what they were doing is connected to that. Like the way things tie around. But going back to Whiskey Peak, which is the name of the, or I'm sorry, Whiskey Peak's after. Going back to Reverse Mountain. See, there's so much shit in One Piece. It's like me catching up. I'm trying to keep it all together. But going back to Reverse Mountain, which this is, did you guys watch the live action One Piece, right?
Yeah.
And she was talking about what's going on. This river is moving backwards. It's called Reverse Mountain because there's a river that actually goes up the mountain that sends you into the Grand Line. That's Reverse Mountain. And once they get down into the Grand Line, just literally get off of Reverse Mountain, that's when they meet this character called Laboon. It's cute. It's heartwarming. Like this whole thing, it's also kind of sad in a way. But like they meet this character and then they move on, right? Story progresses. They get almost halfway through the Grand Line. So much stuff has happened. You get Chopper, Robin, like the whole Alabasta arc, which is like the whole thing pops off. Like everything, technically the Alabasta arc starts as soon as you get into Reverse Mountain, but you don't realize that. Like they're building this whole Alabasta arc up to that. But you get all of that. And then you get, let's see, after Alabasta, we do get some filler after Alabasta that you can skip. Then we get to Jaya, and then from Jaya to Skypiea, which is a mountain 10,000, which is an island 10,000 meters above the sea. So it is a sky island. There are multiple sky islands around, which is kind of cool. One Piece's world is fucking insane. Man, I did not mean to turn this into a rant. But anyway, you get Sky Island. Then once you get down from Sky Island, I count this, even though it's filler, we get G8. G8 is just fantastic. It's so good and it makes sense to the narrative of the story. Like it actually makes sense. All right, then we get G8. Then we move on from there. We go to Long Long Island, the Foxy arc, which is funny because a lot of people are like, oh, the Foxy arc is filler. No, it's not. It's canon. It's in the manga. Just because you don't think it fits with everything and you want to get to Water 7 immediately. No, Long Long Island is an actual arc. It is not filler. It is part of the manga. Filler, in my definition, is anything that is not canon to the manga. That is filler. However, also Foxy is referenced way later in the series and stuff like that. Like Foxy is a character that shows up multiple times in different iterations throughout the series. So it's not filler. Whether he's referenced or whether you see a bounty poster, he's all over the place. And that's the thing that happens in the manga too. Cause like when we hear about the no beam and Luffy's like, no, the meta beam, I'm sorry. I got that backwards, but yeah. He references Foxy because he thinks it's Foxy's ability. Anyhow, we go from there to Water 7. Water 7, we get to Enies Lobby. It's not until after Enies Lobby that we begin the next major arc, which is Thriller Bark, where we meet Brooke, that we hear, and it's towards the end of it, we hear about Laboon again. It's been hundreds of chapters, hundreds of episodes, but once we get there, Laboon is a character that is referenced again, and the story surrounding that is so effing sad. Like, if the whole thing with Laboon and the Rumbard pirates does not make you cry, you don't have a soul. One Piece can make you laugh, make you cry, make you feel feels. It is just an all-around good experience. And that is why you should watch One Piece. That's my whole argument there. Yeah, go watch One Piece. Hey,
Finish with the TED Talk.
This is the TED Talk. Also, here's my other strong argument for why you should watch the original and then go watch the remake. What's the point of watching the remake if you can't compare it to the original? How do you know?
I'd actually be able to keep up with it.
Thank you.
Listen here, you fucking jackasses. I'm not saying you need to watch the entirety of One Piece in like a month. Nobody's telling you to do that, okay? Also, you got a good chunk of it in 8 episodes in the live actions, so shut the fuck up. So, here's my thing. You need to watch the original because it is not for kids. There is a whole world of difference. First off, nobody uses super soakers and Sanji doesn't have a fucking lollipop. Also,
he doesn't?
No! Also, there's blood all over the place. Sanji's a goddamn smoker.
What do you mean? I thought everybody sweats when they get hurt.
Yeah. And like, I thought the whole reason they had the super soakers was because they had issues with water, right? That's full of ocean water. That explained everything.
It totally took care of Luffy's Gum Gum abilities.
Yeah,
Also-
it stopped him dead in his tracks.
Okay, that's another fucking thing, and I don't care what the English has to say about it, but that's Gum Gum should not have been a thing at all. It is the rubber fruit because Gomu is the Japanese word for rubber. That's why it's called the Gomu Gomu no Mi. Nobody calls it Gum Gum in Japan. It's called the rubber fruit. Everybody else gets their shit correct. You should too. Here's another reason why you need to watch One Piece. Yeah, the live action is wrong. I said...
I'm gonna be real with you. It sounds better with Gum Gum.
No, rubber, because that's what it actually is. No, it does not.
Rubber punch or pistol just doesn't have the same kind of punch to it as Gum Gum punch.
I agree, which is why they should have just kept it with Gomu. Calling it the Gum Gum fruit sounds like he ate a devil fruit that everybody else chews. This isn't a Trident commercial. Nobody's trying to sell you.
That's even better, honestly. I think that's hilarious. Why did he get those powers? Well, he was only supposed to chew it and spit it out.
It's
Fucker
the gum,
ate it.
It's the
You don't eat
it's
gum.
the Gum fruit. You know, juicy fruit. It's gonna do you.
Look, why did he the Gum Gum? Well, he's a dum-dum.
That is the most tragic thing to have ever happened to One Piece, is that god-awful rap. And I will stand by that.
Yo ho ho, he took a bite of Gum Gum.
Yeah, everybody's
That
like,
is
oh man, it's a
one
bop.
thing
No,
that
it's
will
not.
stay in my
No,
brain
it is not.
forever.
It is fucking sacrilege.
Oh, it's
I will
terrible.
say-
Don't get me wrong, but it's gonna be stuck in my head forever. And sadly, it's catchy, which is painful.
Not nearly as good as we are. Just putting it out there. And you can fight me on that. You're wrong. I mean, everybody's entitled to their wrong opinion. But guys,
Just like how
guys,
Butterfly was a much better opening for Digimon.
guys, I'm just gonna put it right here that you basically need to go like 30 plus episodes in to get to Arlong Park, but it is done so much better. Also, Syrup Village, whole different thing. There are whole ass characters that got left out of it. I don't understand why they had the cat fighters, but they didn't have Django. Django is fucking amazing. Just picture this in your mind if you would. Mick Jagger, but with Michael Jackson's dance moves. Right? All right. Already has you interested. This is a guy that hypnotizes other people, including himself, every time he tries to hypnotize someone. It's fucking fantastic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there's like 1, 2, Django, you'll go to sleep. 1, 2, Django, and then Django falls asleep. It's fucking hilarious. Not to mention, he comes back as a fucking Marine later. This is a pirate that got turned into a Marine, and it's so good. It's just so goddamn good. Watch the fucking anime.
Maybe.
I'm not telling you to watch everything. Just all right. Start with freaking the East Blue Saga, because all right. I'm sure that there are certain parts that hit you hard in the live action. If you make it to Arlong Park and you're like, yeah, that story just didn't hit me, drop One Piece. Drop One Piece. I'm going to tell you right now, because if Arlong Park does not hit you in the feels in the anime, the way the anime did it, and they did it way better. Not that the live action was bad. It was not bad. The anime and manga is just better because it has more time to develop these things. That's the only difference. Time. That's the major difference. They nailed the moments that they needed to nail, and that was all of it right there. But yeah, you need to watch the anime. You can skip recaps. You can skip openings. I'm going to tell you right now, One Piece is notorious for spoilers in their openings. Fucking notorious. That's why there's a guy that I watch reactions of, Joe Freshes. He will sit through openings because he loves openings and endings and listening to them and everything. He always skips One Piece openings. Always. Which is sad because they've got some real bangers in One Piece. My favorite is Nami Amuro came in and did the opening for Fight Together. That is done for the Luffy, Sabo, and Ace backstory. It's so good. The song is such a fucking bop. I mean, I'm not surprised Nami Amuro really took off because of doing music for Inuyasha. So, you know, that does not surprise me. This is not her first foray into anime music. However, yeah, they've got some really good bops. It's just you have to wait for the arc to be over to go watch them because it spoils so much shit. They sent him some opening. It was like, you gotta check out this opening. It's a bop, and it spoiled a major thing that's happening with one of the Straw Hats. In like season fucking 20 or some shit, you know? So it's like, oh my god, what, why? But yeah, so check out the first, I don't even know how long it goes to, but yeah. Guys, check that out. If you haven't checked out the anime, fuck, I dread to hear what the comments are saying. Oh, nothing. Nobody's commented. Great. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 comments for the whole show.
I like a little more interaction, guys. It helps us.
I'm literally starting to wonder why it is that we do these shows live.
Honestly, I'm okay with it just being for us three.
Yeah.
Just us recording stuff? And
yeah.
Because
I have fun doing this.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have fun doing this. I have fun talking about it. And we can break up the segments if we need to. So we could actually go for a while talking about certain segments. I know that we get off tangent. Like, again, technically we were on topic because this whole final segment was One Piece. But this is me going, why did I give One Piece news to people that don't watch One Piece?
That's what I was wondering.
Why?
Yeah, you want to know why? Because you posted the first One Piece article. If you didn't want to talk about One Piece,
but I was expecting 3 articles. We each take one of them.
Then I have 2 people talking about One Piece. I don't know a goddamn thing about One Piece.
But
I at least know the Grand Blue Saga.
We got excited about
that proves that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You literally took Grand Line and East Blue and combined them together to say the wrong name. The Grand Blue Saga. God damn it.
God.
But the fact that we got excited about the remake,
yeah, that's fine,
is something that one of the two of us should have been able to do.
Guys, let me go ahead and break it down to you. You don't know the East Blue Saga. If all you've seen is the live action, you don't know the East Blue Saga because they left an entire arc out. The East Blue Saga does not end until they actually get up Reverse Mountain. Yeah, there's still Logtown to go. Logtown is part of East Blue.
Okay.
Yep. You don't know the East Blue saga. Bam. Toasted.
You know, I
There it
was
is.
wondering if
I was waiting for
Sanji's
that.
lollipop was like strawberry flavored.
What? Chainsaw Lollipop. What?
I was always wondered if Sanji's lollipop was strawberry flavored in 4Kids.
No, it's tobacco
No, it's
flavored.
obviously
because
cherry.
It's tobacco flavored because it's a motherfucking cigarette.
It was a lollipop the entire time, okay? He just always finished it. I don't know why it was smoking. Maybe he just liked the smell of burning paper.
I can't have a civilized conversation with you heathens anymore.
We're doing it on purpose. You know this.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's why it's pissing me off. We'll fucking murder your asses.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Don't you have somewhere you
please.
need to be? Didn't you say you were gonna be leaving
Actually,
the show
yes.
like 30
I
minutes
was
ago?
I was waiting to see how long this would go, because like if it did hit 45, I would have been like, yeah, I gotta go. But since this was the last thing, I was gonna be like, maybe we'll finish it. Maybe he'll see the time, and maybe he'll be like, yeah, we'll end it here. Yeah.
You guys had to get
And
me
it-
started. You popped off and had to make me get started. One Piece is
Yes.
Oh, it was
notorious
fun.
for One Piece is notorious for having spoilers in its openings and well known for not having the least amount of filler in such a long running series. Bleach and Naruto do not each have nearly easily eclipse the amount of filler that One Piece has. One Piece, like, I think in the 1,000+ episodes, there may be 75 episodes of filler.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna go
So
before you start going on another tangent.
no, that's it. That's the end of the show, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology, and I'll see you next year.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus. See you next year.
Yeah.
That Fender Sour and your patron saint, the Snackos. See y'all next year.
So I just want to go ahead and say that if you don't practice archaeology, you won't be able to read light novels.
That's just how it works.
Yeah. See, maybe you'll
Play the game, live the game, love the game, and then praise Arceus, motherfucker.
yeah.
No one wants
you
to
wanna
worship a fucking rock.
Yeah, see, he says that, and I'm like, he's not going to be there tomorrow, so he hasn't been
I
praising
won't.
Arceus enough.
I kind of haven't. I need to replay the game. It's been far too long.
All right, later, guys.
Bye-bye.